actual COO. She helps us with all of our social platforms. She is very well versed in digital marketing, has owned Clarity Consulting Group for 16 years now, and lately has really become well versed in the world of AI. So today she's going to help us learn about how it is evolving, how it will help your business succeed, and also offer a few warnings about the evolving technology. So, Kathleen, floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Emily. I love when the Chamber can give these webinars from our members to just educate and just, share their knowledge. I did see someone put something in the Q&A that the chat was not currently working. Sorry about that. So if you do have any questions, please do use the Q&A button, and do not use the chat because it looks like that is not working. So we have a lot to go over in a very short time. This presentation, once again, is being recorded, and I'm happy to share any of the slides if you desire that as well. So don't worry about taking a ton of notes if you just want to pay attention. So what we will learn today are key ways that AI, artificial intelligence, is changing marketing. Also, AI tools that will give you an edge against your competitors, as well as maybe inside your own office, and a few warnings about AI. So what in the world is AI? AI actually refers to technologies that enable machines to simulate human intelligence, performing tasks like data analysis and content creation and just anything that you prompt it to do. You'll hear prompt a lot. Prompt is a term that is used. So you basically have to train or teach the AI software that you're using to do what you want it to do. So if you ever hear the word prompt, that's all that means. So how is AI changing marketing? Hang on, we actually went the wrong way. So when you say AI, this is a lot of what people think of. We've seen the movies, we've read the books, we think of machines taking over. Is AI going to be the downfall of humanity? So this might be an image that you might have in your mind about AI, but it's really not that scary, I promise. So AI's role in marketing, well, we're still learning. It's still evolving. This is brand new territory. As Emily had said, I started in digital marketing 16 years ago. 16 years ago, the term social media didn't even exist. There was no course, nobody was teaching anything. It was brand new. For me, 16 years later, this is how AI feels to me. AI feels like something that is brand new. It's not going away. We're just in the beginning of learning how to harness this and how to use it. So right now, I see AI's role in marketing as it enhances efficiency. Personalization, you might not think that because it's just computer based, but it really does enhance personalization, segmentation for marketing, and overall ROI, because it does leverage data insights at scale instantly. So if you're looking to write a blog post, for instance, and you need all kind of data to make sure that your blog post is correct and informative and engaging, all you have to do now is use AI software, prompt it to tell you exactly what you're looking for, and within seconds you have all that information. So just the efficiency overall is what I'm seeing as a way to leverage, if that's the only thing that you use it for. AI tools bring efficiency as well, like I just talked about, creativity, better targeting, and predictive data. I'm going to give you guys an example about this that's really interesting. But creativity is another. You wouldn't think that a computer could be creative, but it is as creative as you tell it to be. So those prompts, again, are very important. So as long as you tell it to create a picture of exactly what's in your head, it can do that. If you tell it to create a picture with very little instruction, that's the result it's going to give you. So you really do have to teach it how to give you what you're looking for. So here's that case study I talked about, Netflix. So Netflix, I think we all know. Funny picture to the left. Do you guys remember the Netflix envelopes? I know I do. I actually have forgotten that they did that in the past. Netflix uses AI to drive decisions about the content that it creates so that it ensures that it produces shows and movies that people will actually like and watch and tell others about. And it uses and leverages AI analysis to do that. So for instance, script analysis. AI analyzes scripts to predict a show's potential success. So, as you know, Netflix has their own original content, original movies, original series. Well, guess what? They didn't just kind of make that up on them by themselves. They used AI to determine what kind of genres, what kind of shows, what kind of movies should they be producing at this time. So the script analysis is very important for Netflix because before they spend any money on it, they run it through AI to see if the script is a winner or a loser. So audience insights is also another way that they use AI. It uses machine learning, which as you see on the screen, you see the ML. It uses machine learning to analyze viewing analytics. So as you know, when you log into your Netflix, it shows you shows you might like or movies you might like or things like that. That's all based on AI analyzing your viewing habits on Netflix, which I think is very interesting. The insights will guide them toward the genres, themes, formats that are likely to succeed in general on Netflix. So here's a really interesting example, Stranger Things. I'm sure even if you had never watched Stranger Things, you've heard of Stranger Things. Las Vegas even has a store, a Stranger Things store. So that was all led by AI. AI told Netflix that they need more 1980s themed and science fiction themed content. So thus, Stranger Things happened. It also personalizes messages. So AI-driven marketing strategies happen on Netflix. It can target different types of users, different types of groups. So Netflix is an excellent example of how a company has used AI. So other ways that AI enhances strategies, customer service. So I know we used to always say, yeah, we hate bots, they're very impersonal. Well, yes, they are. However, bots have gotten smarter because of AI. So if you want to have 24-hour customer service on basic questions, on things that people just want to know in general about your products or services or business, you can use AI as a customer service portal. Predictive analytics, it can predict how someone is going to react, someone is going to engage. There's a lot of analytics that it does give. Content creation and curation, I kind of gave a small example of that, but AI can create pictures, and can create video, it can create blog posts, it can create all these pieces of content that we have struggled these past years coming up with. It can create new ideas. I actually just the other day, I started a new newsletter for another business that I own, and I realized that I needed a logo for the newsletter because it was named something other than what my company name is. So I went to Canva, which uses AI, by the way. I went to Canva. I told Canva the kind of logo I was looking for. They have their AI machine in there, and it popped out a logo that I was happy with, and there you go. So it actually helped me with that just yesterday. Voice search optimization, if you have not learned or focused or even opened the door to understand voice search, I would advise you next year for 2025 that that be one of your projects. Voice search is extremely important for any type of business, doesn't matter where. This is the type of search like Alexa. Hopefully my Alexa doesn't come on. Alexa, what is the best Italian restaurant near me? And it will then tell me all of the best Italian restaurants near me, which my Alexa is doing right now. It can create image and video recognition, and personalization on scale. So you don't feel like AI could personalize something, but if you prompt it correctly, it can, whether it's emails or any type of engagement with customers. And last but not least, advertising. AI could be extremely effective with advertising because, as my example showed before, if you used it for research, for even market research, any of that, you can gather information to try to make the best ad possible before you even spend a penny. You always want to do A/B testing when you're doing advertising. That means trying this version versus that version. It could be colors difference, font differences, the way that you're saying things. That's all called A/B testing with online advertising, or actually any advertising. However, AI can give you insights that can make that process a little faster for you. So those are some other ways AI can enhance your strategies. So tools, this is when it gets fun. So tools are really, to me, what AI is at this point. I believe that it's going to grow and going to build on itself. But right now, we are using the tools that are built around AI. So these are some of the tools that I have found effective and others have found effective. So here are some applications. You can read through this. I'm not going to bore you by doing that, but you can look at your competitors, for instance. You can analyze what they're doing on their online ads, what they're doing on their landing pages, what they're doing on their websites to be able to outrank you, or why are they always showing up, or why do I always see their ads over here? You can actually use AI software to break that down and to analyze what they're doing. You can also see their backlinks. If you don't know what that is, it's part of search engine optimization strategies. So you can see what kind of backlinks that they're using, and even down to some conversion rates. So competitor analysis, it's very, very effective. Personalization at scale, this is something I've talked a few times about. So audience behaviors, their demographics, their characteristics, what are they interested in? Online sediments and delivers in a spreadsheet. So Zapier, for instance. If you're wondering, how do I create really good content for my website? Because it's really the thing that we love to do, right? So our website content should always be engaging, should always try to attract people to read more. So AI can help you do that. And one thing that they can do is look at maybe your online reviews, or look at what people are saying about your business or you or your services, and bring that, all those sentiments, bring all those keywords that they're using back to you in a spreadsheet. So now you have this spreadsheet full of these words that people are using to describe your business and your company and your services. So wouldn't you think maybe you should use those in any of your content online, whether it's your profile descriptions, or whether it's in your website, or wherever you want, or even in a blog post. So use those words to kind of key you into what people are saying about you, which means these are things that I should bring up. These are things that I should highlight. And on the flip side, if people are saying not so nice things about you, you don't, of course, want to highlight any of that online, but learn from it. So you could learn, oh, you know what? Our wait time is way too long. We are getting a lot of those kind of comments coming back. You learn from it to make your business better. So AI has a lot of different ways to be able to use. Here are some other tools. Automation, that is a key factor for AI. It can create emails. It kind of can become your virtual assistant in some way. If you teach it, if you train it correctly, it could become like an assistant to you. Scheduling tasks. I use Calendly all the time for my scheduling, but there's a lot of different ways that AI can help you automate and make you more efficient. So prompts, I talked about that early on. There is a tool that you'll see here listed, And if they, for instance, there's an example, to be, what you want to do is create processes. So when someone fills out an online form, then you can create a process of what happens after that and automate it. So you're going to send a thank you email, and then you're going to send a report over to so and so. And, so there's a whole process that's created so that you can train this software to basically, once again, be like an assistant. It can also help you with your writing and giving you certain parameters for your content. Content creation, this is probably what you are most familiar with about AI, if I would guess. So everybody knows ChatGPT, or at least you might have heard that term. That was really one of the first ones, the first softwares that grasp our attention. That is a great software. It's a great AI tool. I believe it's really effective for research and for reviewing documents. If we're talking about writing and creating blog posts, I like Claude 3. Claude 3 I use for my blog post. I used it to create this PowerPoint. I used it to do a lot of different writing for me, but it doesn't mean that ChatGPT isn't effective. I just think Claude is better for the actual writing. HoppyCopy, it's an email marketing content creator. Beehive, I was on another 3-day AI marketing training 6 months, 8 months ago. And the 3 people that were giving that training over the 3 days, they kept talking about Beehive. And come to find, I actually just took a webinar yesterday that they presented, and it was a very well thought out webinar, as well as a very thought out software that they have. Beehive is known to be one of the better email tools to push through firewalls. So Constant Contact, MailChimp, we're all familiar with those. But guess what? So are firewalls. So they block a lot of that content getting to the subscribers. Beehive has been known to be able to push through that, and so that your subscribers can actually see your newsletters or your emails that are going to them. Gamma is a presentation creation type of software. The different image creators, there's a lot. It really depends on the type of image. So one is great at animation, another might be great at real life photo type, another might be great at graphics. So when you're looking for different types of AI tools, make sure you know the tone or what you want that image or that piece of content to look like when it has to do with the photography or with the graphic creation. Canva, I had already talked to. I think many of us are probably familiar with that. If you've never heard of Canva, take a look at it. It's really an easy software to be able to create all kind of different content. And there's also AI tools to generate text to video, just video types of content out there. So, it goes on and on. Search optimization, there's Link Whisper, which is a very effective tool for AI, and you can take a look at what I say about this. And then competitor analysis, we actually already talked about that, but here are 2 of the tools that I like for that. And then at the very end of this slide, you're going to see a tool that lets you find the best tools. So make sure you take that down so that you can see, you can go back to that later. And if you go to this Futurepedia, then you can go put in exactly what type of tool you're looking for, and it should deliver some good results for you. So a few warnings. Don't just blindly trust AI's accuracy. So AI gives us a ton of information. In the very, very beginning with Google, for instance, they were doing a beta test on this, and it would give back crazy results. It would say like dinosaurs lived 1,000 years ago or something like that, that we knew was not correct. So just don't don't blindly trust the accuracy of AI. So still do research if you feel like something feels off or something doesn't feel right. Just don't blindly trust it. Still customize the written content. It's going to give you a blog post. You're going to type into the prompts to your AI, to Claude 3 or whatever AI software that you're going to use for that, exactly the type of blog post that you want. For instance, I just recently did one on text message marketing, which is a service that I offer. And I wanted it to be targeted to breweries in particular. So I told Claude 3 this, I told them why, I told them what I was looking for, and it popped out a great blog post. I could have just taken it and run, right? However, I wanted to go in, make sure it sounds like me, make sure I like what they said and how they said it. I actually change a lot of things here and there throughout these blog posts that are delivered by AI. The guts of it, the bones of it are still all AI. It takes me maybe another 5 minutes to go in and just touch it up. So when you're doing and using AI, make sure you personalize it, make sure you customize it, make sure it sounds like you and how you would present normally. There are don't make assumptions with AI. That kind of goes back to the accuracy part. Just don't assume that whatever they're giving you is correct. There are some ethical concerns. To be honest, the manipulation, we've all seen it in the news. There's been pictures of certain celebrities doing certain things or wearing certain things that never happened, but AI created a picture of that. So that is a huge warning. It also could be manipulated in many other ways. That are not for good. There is a lack of human touch. So let's go back to the customer service example. No, they're not going to be chatting with a real live person. However, they might just get the information that they want and be okay with that. Don't rely wholly and 100% on AI to do your customer service. You want to make sure that there is that human touch, that, people still need to connect with people, and they're not going to be able to do that with AI. AI is a tool, and that's all that it is at this point. There is an over reliance on technology at some of us experience. So make sure you don't go down that rabbit hole. There could be some technical errors with some AI results, privacy concerns. There might be some bias and fairness issues with AI. Job displacement. People might be losing jobs because of AI. That's not a positive thing. However, hopefully those people that jobs are affected, they can find a different role that can manage AI in a way. Customer perception. So we want to make sure that customers don't perceive you as just a computer. That is a company that actually cares. That's how you want them to perceive you. And if you hide behind computer and if you hide behind AI, they're not going to have that feeling. And there are huge security risks, such as the stock market and some bigger issues like that. So I'm going to go back one screen. I do want to bring up one issue. Hang on one second. Now look at me getting all flustered because I am not where I'm supposed to be. One thing while I bring up my presentation again, I want to bring up is Google and results. And Google results are changing. If you haven't realized this yet or haven't seen it yet, Google is starting to give search results in a different way. So when you're searching for something on Google, the very, very top area that you're seeing is not the sponsored ads anymore. It is results to answer your specific question. And these results are answers. They're not just a line of website links where you can go find the answers. Google and other search engines are giving you the answers. So I want to make sure you keep this in mind. And I know I need to wrap up, and I probably will do another webinar on this. Your content needs to solve problems or answer a specific question. And if you do that now, you will be ahead of the game with your competitors because that is where search is going. It wants to serve up answers to questions, not just URLs to websites. So if you go to Reddit, if you go to Q&A type of websites and learn what people are asking, write blog posts to answer those specific questions. And that's going to help you with some of your content. And it's also going to help you with search engine optimization. So Emily, I think we are just about at the end. I do want to offer anybody that stuck through a 30-minute brainstorming and training session. I've cut the price down to just $50. So if you'd like to sit down with me for 30 minutes and go through some brainstorming, go through some training, I'm happy to do that. And the website down there, you can, and it is Meet with Kathleen / Meet with Kathleen. So that's not a typo. So hopefully you got a lot of information in this short period of time, and look for some other webinars that I might be doing in the future. So Emily, I think I am done. And I believe we're almost out of time. I'm not sure if there's any questions.
There are a few. I just think for, for a talk on AI, I think we definitely need to do another webinar or two on this. I love the realistic approach to analyzing the pros and cons. You do a great job with highlighting the importance of still having a personal touch, but using it to best streamline your business. And I think a lot of people here are in agreement with that. And that's why you are a joy to listen to talk about AI. I did get one comment. Please share these slides. They will
Okay.
absolutely be live on social platforms, YouTube channel, to be able to review. And if you guys have any parts of today that you thought were really, really interesting or you want to learn more about, let Kathleen and I know. And that way, if there's a topic you want to dive into a little deeper, maybe that would be helpful for the next time. But I think this is a really, really interesting topic, and to hear the non-extreme like pros and cons of it is just so beneficial for so many business owners.
Well, great. Thanks. And I do appreciate everybody's time today, to stick in there and listen to me for the last 30 minutes. So reach out if you have any questions.
Thank you guys for joining.
Okay. And watch for next month's webinar, because I'm sure it will be jam-packed again with information. Have a great day, everybody.